Right, so in this video, I just wanted to review iron carbon phase diagram real quick and just to identify different phases, different reactions, and different regions. So, this reaction has almost all the important markings that you need, but let's try to draw it out separately as well if we can. So, for the iron carbon phase diagram, let's draw this box out, and we know that on the x axis we have weight percent carbon starting from 0 all the way to 6.7. Over here we have the alpha phase on the corner, and then this straight line goes all the way through. We have this line, and then another straight line all the way through. At the top we have this phase of delta, and then this goes up. Let me draw this better. So I'll highly recommend you guys practice along with this drawing or being able to draw phase diagram. It's obviously not to scale, just to show you guys how you can practice. All right, so let's label all the phases first. Let's label single phases that we know. So we know that this region will be liquid. So this is L. At the left you have alpha, which is the alpha ferrite phase. The right edge, which is the 6.7, is the cementite. All right, and then we have an austenite phase gamma on this side, and then we have a delta phase at the top left, and these are the single phases that are present. Now let's label the individual regions and what do they constitute. So this region over here will be liquid plus delta. It is surrounded by delta on one side and liquid on the other. This region will be delta plus gamma, surrounded by delta on one side and gamma on the other. This region will be gamma plus liquid, again surrounded by liquid on the right, gamma on the left. This region will be alpha plus gamma, surrounded by alpha on the left, gamma on the right. This region over here will be liquid plus cementite, Fe3C or cementite. And again, this line, yeah, that is cementite or Fe3C. And then at the bottom, you will have alpha ferrite plus cementite. And then over here, you will have gamma plus cementite or Fe3C. And then some important points to note. Let's call them point A, point B, and then point C. So at point A, you have a gamma becoming alpha plus cementite, and we know that this is an example of eutectoid reaction. Similarly, you can write for point B, you will have a liquid going to gamma plus cementite, and we know this is an example of eutectic, one liquid transforming to two solids. At point C, which is at the top, you have a liquid plus delta going to gamma, and we know that is an example of a peritectic reaction. A quick way to remember these is that whenever you have toid at the end, so toid, so it could be eutectoid or peritectoid. The toid at the end means that all phases are solid, at least in these two examples, the eutectoid and peritectoid. So again, just to recall, a eutectoid is gamma transforming to two different solids. A peritectoid is two solids combining to form a gamma. So there is no liquid phase present in anywhere in these two. So this is how you can remember, and this is how you can mark down the phases in the iron carbon phase diagram. Their common names: alpha ferrite, austenite, cementite, liquid, gamma, delta. And then you can have, if you wanna label some of the special common names, the eutectoid the eutectoid phase is also referred as, or which is basically alpha ferrite plus cementite, is referred as pearlite. So that is another name that you could remember. And then on this side you will have ledeburite present as well. So cementite and ledeburite. Yeah. So again, liquid, austenite, alpha ferrite, cementite, alpha ferrite plus cementite. And try to remember at least this side. This is a very important side, the eutectoid side, where you have pearlite, cementite, ferrite, the 0.76 value. Everything on the left of the eutectoid reaction is referred as the hypoeutectoid. Everything on the right of the eutectoid reaction till 2.14 is referred as the hypereutectoid system. This temperature, which is 727 degrees Celsius, is referred as a temperature eutectoid. The alpha or the cementite that is formed is referred as the proeutectoid. So on the left hand side you will have alpha, on the right hand side you will have cementites. The proeutectoid alpha ferrite or the proeutectoid cementite. Right. So this is a quick summary of just practicing phased iron carbon phase diagram, labeling phases, identifying some of the important phase. So this is, let's write some concentrations: 0.76. This is 0.022. Is that correct? Yes. And then this is 2.14, and then you will have 4.30. And then I think this, yeah, then you can try to memorize these temperature values. But I would say at a minimum, have this knowledge, and all the labeling knowledge for the phases. And then if you can, also try to memorize the composition temperatures, but keep that towards the latter part during the review. All right, then, thank you.